everyone. This is Kishore Chowdary again, back with one more new video tutorial on Azure App Services. In my previous video tutorial, I was explaining about how to create an app service and how to work with the app service plan and how to host your website into your web app through the FTP. So, in this tutorial, we'll be discussing something related to the web app service again, but this is going to be a different one. So before that, let me introduce myself. So I am Kishore Chowdary, working as a developer evangelist in a company named CodeSizzler, and we are technical consultants where we'll be providing technical trainings for corporates across the globe. And yes, I am a C# Corner MVP as well. And the following is my mail ID, so you can write your mails if suppose you have any doubts or you need any kind of support for anything which you get in the form of doubt or any technical support. So the following is going to be the agenda for the day or for the video tutorial. So here again I'm going to explain you with just a small intro with how to create a web app service. It's not going to be deeper one because in my previous video I just explained it completely in a detailed manner. So now I'll be just creating a web app service, and after that I'll be explaining what a continuous integration mean and how it actually works and how to configure it. So once that has been explained, we will be hosting a website via GitHub. So here the continuous integration along with that hosting website via GitHub. So these two are a combined one. So your continuous integration is nothing but something where your website will be automatically synchronized without any manual interaction. So all you need to do is like work with the website which you are in and just deploy it. It will automatically reflect back in your web app service. So you will understand it when we jump into hands-on. So this is what the agenda is. Now let me jump back to the Azure portal so that we can work on it. So one sec. Yeah. Now you can see this is my Azure portal. Hope you people are not new for this one. So if suppose you are new, you can go back and check my old video tutorials in which I have explained about these all these things in the form of maybe how Azure portal works and what Azure portal is and how you can get one free account and everything. So let's start with the first step. So I need to create one web app service. I'm clicking on new, and inside that I have to go for this web plus mobile and then web apps. This will take me into a blade where I can configure the name and all those things. So let me name it CodeSizzler web app. That's done, and I am choosing my subscription, and yeah, by default I'll be getting an RG here, so let it be the same one. Let it be a Windows one, and let me leave this app service plan as default. I don't want to go with this because let it be a default one, and it's enough for me for this hands-on. I'm just pinning it to dashboard and I'm creating it. So it's been validated. Yeah, the deployment have been started now. So this is what the first phase of this video tutorial is. The next one is going to be like how to configure my continuous integration, which is nothing but a deployment process in which in which the website will be synchronized automatically. So I can relate it with you. I can relate it to you with a real-time example. So you can imagine the FTP, the process in which you will be hosting a website by connecting into your root folder via your file explorer, the one which I showed you in the previous video tutorial. Same way in here, speaking about the continuous integration, you will be connecting your web app service with any one available resource, maybe a GitHub, a OneDrive, or maybe the one which your Visual Studio Team service. So all those things, the thing which is supported by this continuous integration. So now what happens is, whenever you make a change for the website, it will automatically get reflected back into your web app service, which means you don't want to go and make a changes for your website and then come back and try uploading that website into your web app. No, whatever the change you make in your source, it will automatically get reflected into your web app. That's what your continuous integration is. So the changes will be synchronized, changes will be automatically done. That's what your thing is. Now let us explore the things in here. So if I click on the URL, I'll be getting one sample website, which is as usually given by Microsoft. Now coming back to the portal, in here I can see there is something called deployment options at the left. If I go there, I'm being asked to choose a requirement, a source. So if I click on it, you can find multiple options in here. You can say Visual Studio Team Services, so which means like you can work with this team services through via internet, where multiple people can work in the same resource, and whatever the changes you make for your source files, it will automatically get reflected here. Same way you can even upload your website into that OneDrive and then connect the same here, so that it will again reflect. You can use your local Git repository, you can use your Bitbucket, you can go to the Dropbox, you can use any other external repositories. So here let me choose this GitHub, and now I need to authorize. So if in general, since I have been authorized previously, so it's actually showing like this. If suppose you want to authorize in here, then you need to, I mean, if suppose you are working with this, you will not be given this authorized option, so you have to just click on this I mean, let me show this. So if you choose this change account, it will be shown with one window where you need to access your GitHub. So in general, you have to open a new tab and then go to this github.com, and if suppose you don't have an account, you have to create one and then you have to sign in. So now let that be the same in here, and I'm clicking on OK. So this is going to be my GitHub account. Now the problem is like we should connect a project with that web app. So that's what it's shown in here. Now for that, let me come back to my GitHub repository. So the following is my repository. Now let me create one new repository. So this is the URL, that's github.com. So just go to that one, and at the right side you can see something like new repository. Click on it, and you need to give a name for your repository. Let me name it as sample CodeSizzler repo. I named it, and let it be a public one. Don't forget, you have to initialize the following so that you will be able to get your repository in this place. So just enable this, just initialize this repository with the readme. Just checkbox that, give a specific name, and then click on this create repository. And now it's done. And now what you have to do is like you need to create any one file, maybe one notepad file, which is going to be somewhat like an index page, maybe an HTML page. So what I suggest you is like you can create one picture, maybe let me go to the documents. So let me create one text file, and let me name it like whatever it is. Let me open it, and let me write the following here. So this website is in a synchronized manner. I'm just writing something in here. Let me save it in the index format, I mean in the HTML format, and the name can be like index.html. It's done, and I'm saving it. Now it's done. What I will do is, so I've created one index.html file, and I gave some data in there. Now what I will do is I'll come back to my GitHub repository which I created now. There you can see something like upload files option. I'm clicking on it. Now I will upload a file in here. So let me choose this choose your files, and at the left you can see something like documents. This is where I just created that index file. I'm going there and I'm choosing that index.html file and clicking on OK, I mean open. Now this file is getting uploaded. Yeah, it's done. Now just make sure that it is going to be like coming directly to the master branch, so don't make any changes here. Click on commit changes. Yeah, this is done. Now I have my index.html file in here. Now coming back to my Azure portal, so I already authorized my account. Next to that I have something like choose the project. Click on this, and you can see I have some projects which I have already, I mean some repositories which I have already created, but I'm not getting the one which I created now. It's pretty simple. I just have to refresh my entire page. Uh, Wait, let me check why it's taking time to load. Let me go there. Deployment options. Yeah, and I'm choosing the GitHub as source again. So the same thing which I did previously. And it's authorized and projects. So you can see sample CodeSizzler repo. I'm choosing it. So this is going to be the project which I'm going to connect with my web app in a synchronized manner. And choose branch, since while creating this repo we had something like master, the same thing in here. And performance test, if suppose you want to test your web app service when it is being deployed or when it is getting connected with this, you can perform this, but no need of doing this now. Just close it. No need of configuring a performance test. Just click on OK. You can see it's connected, but still if you go and refresh in here the URL which I mean with the web apps URL which you are done, it will take some time to reflect back the same in here, because it should just get connected and it should get synchronized, so it will take some time. So let us see this deployment options now. You can see something called GitHub is got connected with your web app, that too with the following date, and the time is here. So if suppose I click on the synchronize, it will retrieve the data. Yeah, it's done. Now let me refresh. The website is synchronized, is in a synchronized manner. So this was the thing which I wrote in my file which I created. Now what I do is uh, let me add some other data into the same index file which is actually in my PC. So this is the index file in here. Let me edit this. More apps and notepad. I am making a small change. Okay, I'm just saying it again. I'm just copying the, I'm not copying it, but still let me go back to my GitHub. Let me open the file which I created, that is that index.html, and let me edit it right in here. So edit this file, let me edit here rather than going and doing there. Let me add something like I made some changes. So you can see I'm just making changes in here alone, and that's it. So the thing is, I made changes and I'm just committing it. So you can see I didn't go and upload anything directly to this web app. So I just made a change in here, and you can see the change in here. Now what I can do is, let me come back to my app service, and let me refresh this. You can see this website is synchronized. I made some changes. So can you understand it? Whatever the change I make in here, it will automatically come and reflect in here, which means I don't want to go and create new website again and again and again and then reflect the changes in here. So that is what my app service, that is what my continuous integration is. So that's all for now. Hope you got an idea about what continuous integration is and how it actually works. So let me end this session. Coming back to the last slide. So these are my details. You can either follow me in the Twitter and you can write your requests, or you can write your doubts so that I will be easily responding in there. And you can even write your queries or feedbacks through the following mail. Or if suppose you have any other doubts, you can comment out in the comments section so that I'll be able to respond to you within while. Hope you enjoyed the video and thanks for watching it. Thank you.